Hello, welcome podcast listeners to the Idiot Screaming podcast. Let's go down the list and introduce ourselves.
I'm Bitch.
I'm Edge.
I'm Gamer.
Lois.
I'm your boy Maz.
I'm Pimp.
Wow, what a great start, boys.
Epic
Let's
Styles.
epic styles
Word.
indeed.
It seems that we have two special guests.
We do.
I'm Kiwi.
I'm Prime.
Joining us in from all the way across from the exact same place we're in, but
I'll come
Thanks
to
We're
for
the
having
sorry.
us.
welcome. It's nice to have you guys here. Wow. Okay,
Uh,
let's start off. As per always, Gamer, what's the topic for this podcast?
Okay, so the topics today is conspiracy theories and cryptids.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Solid.
mystery.
Whoa-ho-ho. Let's start off from the tippity top.
Would you like me to do my cryptid or my conspiracy theory first?
Let's go through and do conspiracy theories, and then at the end we'll go through some cryptids.
All right, that sounds
for
good.
sure.
All right. So my conspiracy theory is a little bit lengthy, but I'm gonna try and summarize it as best I can.
Please do so.
So, back in 2016, there was a post made on the internet claiming that Donald Trump has a time machine.
Mm.
So, here's the legend. So, when Nikola Tesla died, the FBI ordered the Alien Property Custodian Organization to seize his belongings. These are facts. These are
Okay,
the
what the
facts.
fuck is that?
What?
This
I'm
sounds
going to
very
establish
factual.
the facts first.
Oh my god.
Very
So
factual.
because Nikola Tesla was a Serbian American, technically
Fair.
they kind of took his stuff. I don't really know. The point is that the FBI wanted Tesla's research that hadn't been put to practice yet to be analyzed by somebody so that it could be used or weaponized. And the person that they called up was an MIT professor. And this MIT professor's name was John Trump, Donald Trump's uncle.
Oh,
What?
wow.
That's
Why?
whack.
So John Trump looked at Nikola Tesla's stuff and basically told the FBI, there's nothing useful here. Along the way, though, some of his documents went missing, and some of those documents had to do with time travel.
Shit.
So this is where the conspiracy theory heats up. So the conspiracy theory is that John Trump gave Donald Trump the blueprints for a time machine. Trump built that time machine, and he went forward in time and saw that everything was really shitty. He was like, "Why is the world really shitty?" He figures out that that the only way to make the world better is if he becomes president. So
Okay,
he starts
Doc.
jumping through time. It's a
Fair.
whole thing. But I'm gonna just hit on the highlight points real
Please,
quick.
please do.
So Donald Trump, to change time, the first thing that he did was he went back to the early 2000s, and he took on the persona of a man named John Teeter. Do you guys know about John Teeter?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
that's
John
cool.
Teeter.
So,
John Teeter was he claimed to be a time traveler from the year 2035. So this conspiracy ties that into it and says that all the John Teeter stuff was a lie by Trump to try and change the timeline.
Fuck you.
And he managed to push off. John Teeter predicted that World War III was going to happen in 2015 or some shit like that. And so the idea is that Donald Trump, as John Teeter, pushed off World War III to a later time, but he
Fair.
couldn't stop it. So he had to keep jumping through time. And the reason that he's always so
Bing, bing, bong.
he's always acting kind of weird and stuff, and he's always saying things that sometimes don't make a lot of sense is because the time travel's messing with his head and stuff.
That's deep, dog.
Okay.
But it gets even weirder though, because there was a series of books written in the late 1800s that some people say were written by Donald Trump, or at least by another time traveler.
Okay,
okay.
what are those
Okay,
books?
all right. So these books were written by a guy named Ingersoll Lockwood. All right.
Fair.
It's a trilogy of books, and it follows a character named Baron Trump, which is the name of Donald
Baron?
Trump's. Yeah, and Baron Trump is actually the name of Donald Trump's youngest son.
Bro, what the fuck?
What? Damn. What is
So,
what?
the book is it's about a kid named Barron Trump. He has kind of he has a father figure who has sort of the title of like Don. It's sort of like a
Don?
Spanish like Don, like like Don Quixote.
Don
Like
means
Don.
sugar.
His name's Don Fum.
Don.
Don Fum.
Damn.
Oh boy.
That's a name if I ever heard one.
And
Here's the name.
he lives in Castle Trump in Russia.
Oh, okay. Now it's all connecting,
These are real books. These are actual books that exist.
Oh god.
And the last book that Lockwood wrote was titled The Last President, and it opens up the opening scene. He wrote this in 1896. So the Last President's opening scene is basically riots in New York because what had been perceived as the most unpopular candidate had just won the presidency. And they
Oh my
actually make
God.
mention...
This is too real.
It's too real. They make mention...
Okay.
One of
Are you
the...
sure this is a conspiracy theory?
I don't know. They make mention, one of the quotes from the book within like the first couple pages is, "The Fifth Avenue Hotel will be the first to feel the fury of the mob."
Oh,
And-
shit.
The Fifth Avenue Hotel is where Trump Tower now is.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Because I was in that march. And that was the whole point. It was revolving around us going to the freaking Trump Hotel. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
It gets a little bit. It gets a little bit crazier though. It gets a little.
Oh god.
That's not even the crazy part yet.
Oh, what?
Donald Trump isn't the only time traveler. It's not just Donald Trump. Mike
What?
Pence is a time traveler.
Oh god, no. Why?
Okay.
So Mike Pence, this is what the post. This is from 2016, which is just insane. But the post says that Mike Pence, and during Donald Trump's travels through time, he ended up going so far into the future that he found Mike Pence, and Mike Pence lives in a future. He lives in a future where everybody looks like Mike Pence.
Wow.
So Mike Pence is a time traveler as well, but he has a more advanced time machine, so he can be in multiple places in time at once. So there are
Wait, is
multiple Mike Pences in time manipulating things so that Trump would win the presidency.
So, like, everyone in the world is actually all Mike Pence, but, right? Something like that?
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Do you guys know who Tim Kaine is?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
he was the vice presidential candidate running with Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh.
According to this conspiracy theory, Tim Kaine's wife is a Mike Pence.
What?
Compared to
Boy. What? Okay.
Okay.
That's intriguing.
if you look up Tim Kaine's wife, apparently, according to this conspiracy theory, she looks just enough like Mike Pence that she's Mike Pence.
It's I don't know. It actually doesn't seem like that far fetched. You know what?
Oh, it
I'm gonna
would
post a
explain-
picture.
It would explain this. Like, that's totally Mike Pence.
Literally
It's
Mike Pence.
He's all over the universe.
Good God.
So yeah,
We're-
Donald Trump
we're
is a
just living
time
it.
traveler.
We're just living in the Trump cinematic universe.
Yeah,
That's what this
Exactly.
is.
it's Trump's
universe.
world. We're just living in it.
Damn.
TCU.
Maybe Trump was just the
TCU.
friends he made along the way. Is that it for your theory there?
That's all the big stuff, pretty
Oh,
much.
that's really
Oh,
epic
So there's a
style.
lot more to it, but if we got into it, we'd be here for like an hour.
We would,
Fair.
and we don't
That's
want
fair.
that. Alrighty,
Okay, next.
Yeah, okay.
you're up next,
guess I'm up.
Edge.
Okay, so this isn't really it's not a real world theory, but it's a theory nonetheless. So when I was editing this part, I noticed that my microphone temporarily cuts out right here and nobody heard what my conspiracy theory was. So here's the theory. Again, Link and Doom Guy are the same person.
Yeah, this.
Wow.
Explain. Let me explain.
What?
This will make perfect
Okay.
sense.
Oh, no.
Okay? They both appear when the world most needs them, right?
Huh.
They both can't really speak.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
They both wear green.
No. No, that's clearly blue unless I'm colorblind or some shit.
Oh.
They usually wear green. He wears blue
Okay,
in
yeah.
the newest one.
Yeah, Link
Usually.
only wears-
Usually.
And they both fight evil.
Okay.
Doom Guy is he's like a much older Link. There's like Links throughout all of history, and there's Doom Guys throughout all of history, and he's like in what we think are two separate worlds. But Doom Guy, he's like the older, like more like fucked up Link.
Fuck.
He's like been through some shit. He's literally been through hell and back. He just turns into a badass who doesn't take shit.
Well, son of a bitch.
Not very a whole lot of lore to that,
It's
but
cool, though.
food for thought.
But yeah.
Wait, but didn't Doom took place on Mars? Or I was just I don't know. I never played the game.
It did. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So the thing about that is that Doom Guy was not always on Mars.
Huh.
He was on. He's been on Earth too. So, like I don't know how he got on Mars, but like leading up to that there was like this whole Doom Guy legacy that you hear about in the video game. That is basically the theory. I wish there was more to that. There's no major plot points to that. It's a short one though.
Okay, that makes sense. Kind of see it, I guess.
Well,
I guess.
Well, they're
yeah.
both accurate with their weapons, right? So
yes, they're extremely accurate with their weapons. They each have a weapon of choice. Link has the Master Sword. Doom Guy has his super shotgun. So there's like a change in weaponry over time.
well,
and
then
he
again,
knows-
Link is also an archer, so he does have aim.
yes,
It's very versatile.
Yeah, so it
True,
does make a lot of sense.
So now I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
So, did you know that there actually might be a slave colony on Mars that are run by no other than NASA? So, like, okay, so apparently, kind of goes like this. So actually, like NASA, because apparently not a lot of missions that NASA run are secret, and like according to this conspiracy theory, NASA would kidnap kids and like send them into space for 20 years, and like they will be working on Mars as slave laborers.
Does that
And
make
also-
sneakers? Does that make sneakers?
I don't know, possibly. And also,
There's a Skechers factory on Mars.
yeah, I guess.
Factory.
I can see that.
That's where they put all the radioactive stuff into the lights in the shoes.
Apparently, those kids are also used for experimental purpose, including like making half alien, half human hybrid babies for whatever reason.
Shit.
So does that mean aliens are on Mars?
I guess. I mean, because according to most conspiracy theories, I guess aliens are somewhere, right? So also, apparently these things are leaked by was confirmed by multiple persons who formerly worked for the CIA. Not sure is he mentally stable though, just saying. But they just. So I guess that's a thing. And also, in 2015, the United States Congress passed a legislation claiming that all the companies cannot own anything in space. So what does that mean, huh? Because everything in space, especially a lot of secrets, NASA secrets, are hidden out there. They're just doing sketchy things, so they don't want any other private companies to find out.
they're setting it up for like their secret cosmic empire that no one on Earth is going to know about.
Apparently, NASA also uses like a secret wormhole somewhere in their base on Earth and the other end on Mars to send the children to there, so that it won't be detected by any like foreign space agencies like China and Russia can't see shit because they send their kids through a secret wormhole that NASA owns.
Did I just hear kids and hole in the same sentence?
Gosh dang it. That's
We're
so
gonna get
demonetized.
demonetized
That's
again.
it.
Okay,
Fucking go.
okay, but it's a wormhole.
been
though.
nice.
It's not. Hey, don't think about something else. Okay, all you like dirty-minded freaks. So I guess this is it. So basically,
This is it.
in conclusion, so NASA runs a child slave colony on Mars that they send kids through wormholes, and they also do produce hybrid human alien babies. Yep, I guess that's the thing, according to some people.
Okay, alrighty.
What an epic gamer moment.
It really
Yeah.
is. It really was. Wow, that was so cool. Shall we continue then?
All right, Kiwi.
Yeah.
Theory us
Okay.
up.
New Zealand. We are often left off of world maps, and no one in New Zealand is very happy about this.
For those of you listening at home, by the way, who didn't already know, Kiwi is from New Zealand, if we didn't already explain that.
And he's pretty salty about Australia.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It's fully understandable.
Alright guys, here we go. So this is Australia, right? Everyone knows that. There has been a conspiracy that's been found on Reddit, very reliable news source, of course, as we all know. Basically, it's this. Australia doesn't exist. Alright? The whole fucking country is made up, right?
Fair,
Okay.
fair.
All right.
I believe it.
Here's the thing, okay? So when Australia was founded, right, you know, the British Empire would send its prisoners there. They're like, oh,
Right.
we don't want them here. Let's just go send them off to like the furthest fucking place.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
gotcha.
But Australia,
Right.
it's like perfect. It's just like a big little shithole in the bottom of the Pacific, and it's like, oh, okay, prisoners down there and not have to worry about them. Here's the thing that people aren't aware of, right? Governments around the world have used cover-up for the British Empire's execution of all 162,000 prisoners that they supposedly sent to Australia. What really happened? They had the boats go towards, the South Atlantic, and then they drowned all the prisoners, and then the boats returned.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, we dropped them off in Australia, right? Professional Facebooker named Shelley Florid, who says proof are actually well-fabricated lies and documents made by leading governments of the world. Your Australian friends are all actors and computer-generated personas, part of a plot to trick the world. If you think you've ever been to Australia, you're terribly wrong. Are all in on this, and all actuality only flown you to islands close by, or in some cases parts of South America, where they had cleared space and hired actors to act out as real Australians.
Oh no. So
It's real.
all the Australians
Oh,
we
man.
see on the internet are just actors, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
there's the
It's
article.
insane, man. Like, and here's a real thing that gets me pissed off, right? New Zealand, right? We're always getting cut off. I think that the whole reason for this is because it's a cover-up of Australia's supposed existence. What they're doing by cutting New Zealand out is they're using us as like a scapegoat or as something to distract everyone from Australia. The Flat Earth logo. Look, the Flat Earth Society, their logo, no New Zealand. It's just not there.
Oh no.
Unbelievable.
Not
God.
there.
What?
This
It's not
this
even
like
there.
Oh no.
insane.
Fine.
What, are we supposed to be on the other side? What?
Other side of the
is
flat
in on
earth.
this.
Oh God, this all fits too
In
well.
on this, okay? And it stresses
boy.
me out, and I don't know what to do. All right?
So are you saying that the country isn't real, but are you also saying that the continent isn't real, or is the continent still there?
So the continent isn't real. The whole freaking whatever is not there. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
basically
God.
what I'm getting at.
Wow.
I have seen this show that says there's this island called Sandy Island that frequently appears and disappears. So it could be the same thing with Australia. Or maybe Australia is Sandy Island.
It's entirely possible. Huh. Wow. That was pretty freaking neat. God, how many images do you have? This seems pretty fucking legit. Look at that last one, definitely. That's gotta be real. That's undoctored photographs right there.
It makes
That's
sense
pretty
though,
much a
'cause
satellite image.
there's so many of these weird animals on Australia. It's like there's no way they could
fucking
exist.
drop bears, like that's bullshit.
Like an emu's a knockoff ostrich.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all
Man.
fake.
I'm done.
Alrighty, now we got Lois's conspiracy
Alright, am I
theory.
up now?
You're up,
Alright.
Chief.
Lois, you can do
Lay
it.
it on us.
My conspiracy theory that I've been sort of researching is that the entire government is basically made of lizard people.
Oh yes.
That's a pretty
like-
big theory. I think I've heard that one before.
Yeah, and not only are they lizard people, but it's also speculated that they're like reptoid aliens. So they're like lizard aliens from space. And a lot of people, for some reason, are saying like they're from a very specific place in space where it's like place in space. Anyway, it's like called the constellation Draco. But there's also people that think they're from like Sirius and Orion too. And, you know, who knows, right? Of course, it's only a like speculation, but like
Theory.
some people think that they're from like there because it's like Draco or whatever. And it's like lizards. So like some people are saying that. And another thing is like basically people like have taken some photos that are like in some ways pretty convincing, but like also kind of like whatever. Like I'll show you guys something, but like that's like it's like the and then but obviously that's not even like you know whatever. But this is the other thing. It's like this is what people like been talking a lot about. This is like the one that everyone thought was
Oh
like
my god.
in like 2013 or something. People were like, "Oh, it's exposed, lizard,"
But it is.
I know, right? It's pretty
God.
intriguing.
It's convincing
Man,
evidence.
you can kind of
Very
see the
convinced.
disfigured facial bone structure in the figure, where it's sort of a pointed chin, and you can kind of see the green tint in the skin tone a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
You sure that isn't Voldemort? I'm pretty sure it's Voldemort.
seen
my
people compare it to that.
Oh my god.
Also, another fun fact: 12 million Americans actually believe this.
The lizard
Yeah,
thing.
that's true.
Yeah, the
There's
lizard people.
Damn.
There is literally like a lizard people poll. Like, this is actually the thing people like are obsessed with. And oh yeah, so there's a list of lizard people traits that you have to look out for to spot one in a crowd. They say
Ooh.
it's kind of like if they got green eyes, good eyesight or hearing, a sense of not belonging to the human race, red hair for some reason.
So does it mean like all the people, like all like most high-ranking official in the U.S. government are all like lizard people?
Some people think it's like they wear like these skin suit type things. Like that guy in that second picture, like a lot of people think it's like he can just sort of like grab under his chin and just pull off like a mask that's like really convincing and like high tech or something. And then under it's just like a lizard with like in the first picture with the slithery tongue type thing.
You guys can't do that?
Wait, what?
Did lizard people eat bugs? Is that the thing?
It
Bugs
seems
before,
like
and
that.
Does that make me a lizard
Right.
person?
I mean, I don't know, man.
What if I've been a lizard person this entire time and I've convinced myself that I'm human? What if that's what's going on?
Fuck, is that
Well, I thought
possible?
kiwis were birds.
That's very
And do you just
Another thing, though, that is definitely of note is that a lot of people speculate that the lizard people's main goal is world domination because they're aliens and they want to just more
course.
power and more control.
What if
over
they've
the
already
galaxy.
taken over?
Oh, fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the other thing. If they have, then we've just become so desensitized to such thoughts that it's so second nature to just live around them under the radar. So it's like damn.
It's
Well,
fucking
it does
nutty.
kind of make sense because since they do run the government, our country is
Yeah,
considered
I mean,
the
like,
superpower of the
That's
world.
what I guess my conspiracy theory is. Although there is one more thing I guess also to notice, where it says like a lot of people like think that the lizard people have a lot to do with the Illuminati and the Freemasons and stuff. So it's like they think that like they had a lot to do with like world leaders like Queen Elizabeth, George Bush, the Clintons, and Bob Hope, and they think that like all those people are like were always lizard people from the beginning. A lot of celebrities too. There's like a list of alleged lizard people. Like all the people who are in the Illuminati allegedly are also basically just by default also lizard people.
That sounds valid. Yeah.
How this theory started?
Somebody saw a lizard person. They took
Like
off their
what
skin.
year? Like what
Exactly.
year?
I mean,
It's,
it's legit. Come on, like over
it's
12 million people believe it. Of
This
course.
is real.
It's
Thousands of years
honestly though, it's thought that it started in 2013 for some reason because of like all of the like
No,
politic.
I'm
Whatever.
pretty sure it's earlier than that because I definitely remember hearing about lizard people like long before that.
Oh wait, no, it found its way into like Minnesota's midterm ballot.
wait.
I guess that's
What?
right. Yeah, it's 2008. Because like people were literally like were messing with them. They were like, hey, like
So, like, let's vote for lizard people. Or
yeah, exactly. People were literally doing that.
I would
So,
vote for a lizard
2008,
person.
I guess, is actually the right number. Anyway, I'm done. I don't want to hog up any more time.
Alright, okay. Valid. Alright, let's head on to the next one. That would be... Oh, fuck, that's me. My theory time? Okay.
What do you have to say?
What am I gonna say? Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna bring up my image. You ready for this, guys?
Sure.
Yep.
I don't think I can ever be ready.
Nobody ever is. Anyways, so... First, let's talk about, just birds in general. Just birds. Just like, just these two little guys. That one's in the middle.
Seems harmless enough.
There's, out of the
Boys.
3 things here, there's 2 government agents.
What?
That's right. The 2 birds are confirmed government agents. See, here's the thing.
Oh my
Mods.
god.
First of all,
Damn.
Orange is the government agent too?
oh no, that's a whole different story. I'm not going to talk about their allegiances, but more importantly, have you ever seen photographic evidence that exists that shows that birds existed before World War II? Exactly.
You're
I don't
right.
know, I
You're
have.
right.
Can't say I have.
Exactly. It doesn't exist. Therefore, i.e., birds are government-created drones meant to keep the populace in check. You know, they're always around you. They're monitoring us secretly. And they're drones in disguise. Like, you know, you've seen how high-tech drones have gotten recently, right?
Shit,
They're scraping the bottom of the barrel with that. Birds have been even more high-tech. They've been alongside us this whole time.
I mean, every single, like, mention of a bird in, like, medieval literature is just, like, it was put there by our modern-day government.
It was.
Oh, to get us to think
Whoa.
that birds have been around for thousands of years, but they've only been around for...
What the fuck is Big Bird?
Big Bird is a...
That's creepy, man.
He's like
Oh,
a
man.
general in the bird
It's like
army.
a full-on
Oh,
tank.
shit.
Oh my god, there's the biggest fucking spy of all. This goddamn propaganda.
Hands off my cock!
Hands off my cock!
Back home, this hummingbird will always come to like one of the trees and just lay eggs or something.
You know what
But
those
it was
eggs
really
really
adding
are?
more government cameras.
I think the hummingbirds are actually just like scouts, and they come over to these areas, and the eggs that they lay, they're actually just these little intel capsules. The way they hover, that's so they can like efficiently observe their environment.
That's still spooky because hummingbirds have been showing up to my house pretty frequently.
Uh-oh. They're onto
I
you.
know.
Oh snap, dude.
They're onto you. They know. They know too much.
Wake up, America.
Wake up, America. They're myths, robots, lies, and illusions.
Oh, God.
So the ostriches, are those like attack robots?
Oh, those are full on, like, you know, built for war. And here's again another person trying to spread the truth.
So guys, I think I found something that supports Maz's theory, but this one's a rebel.
What is this?
Rebelled against the government with the cameras and their birds. I'm going to show you one of the birds that actually decided to go his own way.
Oh my goodness. I don't believe it. No, my god, look at
Like a
him.
devil?
Cursed images. To the
Good
government,
god,
it's a
look at
cursed
this
image.
fucking maniac.
To the
Oh,
to
no.
the free
Oh,
to the
no.
free birds.
God damn.
Free birds.
Pimping about. Alrighty, here's more further proof.
Further proof. Oh wait, it's feathers. Never mind.
That's right.
I mean, you're... That's right.
That's what they actually see.
I mean, makes sense, honestly.
Guys.
I know, right? This all makes 2 cents to be fake. It's gotta be real.
Oh, bitch's computer
Frick
just
darn.
fucked up.
Oh no, bitch,
Oh,
this
no.
did a fuckaroo.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Man
Alright,
down.
let's head
Man
on.
down.
Alright, gone but not forgotten.
In the arms of the angel, fly away.
Let's all give a moment of silence for bitch. Wow, what an epic gamer time. Alrighty, let's head on to you, Pimp. What's your conspiracy theory?
Oh, it's just this weird thing about the Denver airport.
Oh boy, I never trusted it.
I'm from Colorado, so I'd like to hear this.
Never trusted that
I'm
damn
actually
airport.
surprised you've never heard of this, but alright, here it is. So, apparently the Denver airport is one of the largest airports in the country.
Yes.
It's the third largest in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is.
I did not know that.
But yeah.
Whack.
I know it's really big. I just didn't know how like big it was compared to other airports.
So, this big airport has an underground tunnel system,
Yes.
right? And not a lot of people are able to go through there because it is for a secret society known as the New World Order.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
So they are all hiding underneath that thing, right? That airport, all plotting like some new world order later on. And there are some kind of spooky murals all around the airport. Here's one of them.
Yes. Yes. At one.
Oh fuck. That's spooky as frick, brother.
All right, so if you look closely at that guy's hat, you'll notice that it looks very, very similar to a Nazi eagle known
I
as the
definitely
Reich
saw that
Saddler.
actually.
Yes. That might be
I
what's
see the
supposed to be.
resemblance, yeah.
So what this might suggest is that this airport, which has the underground tunnel system, is actually housing some Nazis that are planning a
Oh,
new
God.
world order.
Oh, no.
My.
Right.
Oh,
And
did
there's
you
something
know this?
else, all right?
Edge,
So
did
there
you
are
know
like
this?
I think 3
Did
or
not.
4 murals, and here's another one.
I don't remember seeing that one.
Oh my goodness.
It's probably somewhere in the airport.
All right, but here's something, all right? If you look at that bird that's like up in this
Bird.
crystal-looking box,
The
right?
what?
Not a lot of people
Bird.
know what that is.
Oh my god.
It's called a quetzal. It's native to Guatemala, and
Okay.
the legend behind that bird is
The legend
it's a
behind
wild
that
bird.
government
so
drone,
if
you
you capture it, it will die because they hate captivity. And if you put it in a cage, it'll just kill itself.
Oh, so it's a government drone designed to deactivate itself when captured.
Yeah. So here's the thing, though. But that bird, that so-called bird, is supposed to symbolize freedom. So this new world order will take away all our freedom and just establish some kind of dictatorship or something.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
No.
But then, don't worry, because people prevail in the end.
Right.
And in this picture, you can see that they actually killed this Nazi.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Wait, is
There's
this
like
a prophecy or has this already happened?
No, I think this is a prophecy.
Oh.
I feel like it might be, alright? Because here's something else. Near the airport. Let me see if I can find it.
You're telling me this is just sitting in an airport somewhere in Colorado?
What the
The Denver
fuck?
Yes,
airport.
it's the Denver airport.
Alright,
It's just actually insane.
so I guess maybe the Masons made the airport, because you see their
What?
symbol.
That's a Freemason symbol. What the
Oh,
darn?
okay,
And look what it says. The middle paragraph, it says, the time capsule beneath this stone contains messages and memorabilia to the people of Colorado in 2094. So I'm assuming maybe this new world order will rise from underground in 2094.
At least I'll be dead by then.
I
Yeah.
know, but
Thank
the
God.
Hopefully.
kids, well, it's gonna be a grim time for them.
Jinkies.
And this also solidifies that Nazis still exist. Let's see.
I've been to the airport recently, flying back and forth, and they were doing something like for construction. My dad told me that it was like
Oh my god.
they were putting like some sort of like it was an extension for the airport employees to like sleep or something. But you know, I just don't see that.
Oh my
That
goodness.
makes, now that you said that, it makes more sense that they would be using that for things secret.
Yeah, and look at this runway plan.
Look at that.
That
Runway.
runway
It's
looks
eerily
a lot
similar.
like a swastika.
Looks like a future swastika.
Oh no.
Very
Something they would
eerily
use for the
similar to
new
it.
Nazi order.
Yeah, so this Fourth Reich. So yeah, that's the theory.
Is it a game
boy.
theory?
I'm in danger.
Yes, you are.
Oh boy.
We all are.
Yeah, it's a big airport, a very
Dang.
important airport too. It's like a juncture for a lot of the West Coast.
Big
Yeah.
darn.
First here.
Yeah, I think it is.
Alright, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I'm here.
Nice to have you here, Brian.
Stop Prime.
We love you.
So,
Brian.
I'm here to talk about a more recent conspiracy theory that's surfaced in the last couple weeks. And so, my conspiracy theory is that Chuck E. Cheese reuses pizza slices from old and then assembles them into a new pizza, which serve again.
Dear God.
So, on the internet, all sorts of photos have been circulating of pizzas that appear to be made up of slices that don't match up or that have different diameters. And so this has led to widespread suspicion that these pizzas are just being reused. Let me see if this image goes through.
Wait, what?
Wait.
No.
Hold on.
No way.
Oh my
It's
god.
still
It's
loading.
this.
Let me see.
Oh,
So, a Google search will show Yahoo's and Yelp reviews going as far back as 2006, first espousing the theory that the Chuck E. Cheese's pizza is made up of these slices that have been reconstituted. If you also look, you can see that the cheese on many of the slices not the same. So it appears that they've just been which adds more credibility to the idea that they're made up of slices from the different pizzas. Chuck E. Cheese themselves has steadfastly denied it, saying that the irregularities come from workers who try to slice it into, say, 8 or 10 slices, but that still doesn't explain how the diameter of the different pieces is completely different.
That's pretty unnerving.
deeply terrified now. Thank you, Prime. Very cool.
Oh, is that it? It's just
What's all you got? It's the. I mean, I'm gonna be the pizza fucked up. I didn't do that. Alrighty.
what's going
Is
on over
bitch
there?
there?
Lewis?
And with that
I'm
crinkle,
here.
we'll go off to the
Oh,
cryptids.
hooray. Okay.
Our
Oh,
bitch is
Cool.
still alive.
bitch has returned.
Thought you were dead.
I died for a moment, but then God said, "Fuck you," and said,
That sounds like him. That sounds like something he'd say.
Oh my.
You have to take him, Kevin. He's like, hell no.
"I'm gonna kick him in the balls the next time I see him."
Do it, you won't.
Okay,
What are we talking about?
You've forgotten.
we just finished the last conspiracy theory.
Aren't we
Dang
moving on to
it,
cryptids now?
I
We're
believe
on
so.
the cryptids.
Dude,
Alright.
I got a pretty cool cryptid for you guys.
Ooh.
excited.
So, this is a creature that can be found in Delaware and in Wampanoag folklore.
Ooh.
It's a 4-foot-tall, porcupine-looking dwarf creature called the Puckwudgie.
Okay.
what?
That's
One
a
more time,
beautiful
please.
name.
So the Pukwudgie is a spirit creature thing. So it lures people to their deaths using magic, poison arrows, and they make fire. So they were once friendly to Native Americans, but turned against them for an unknown reason. And now they wander the forests of the East Coast, picking off their victims.
Jinkies.
Yeah.
Dang.
So the next time you see a porcupine in the woods, and it's like 4 or 5 feet tall, it's not a porcupine. It's a Pukwudgie.
I see. Next time I see a 4-foot-tall porcupine, I will let you know, bitch.
Well, here's a artist rendition, and this one says 2 to 3 feet tall, but I hear they can get up to 5. So.
Whew.
It's like a porcupine goblin.
Dang.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the name it has is also a native name, since it did
Yes.
help the natives.
Yes, that's the native name.
It sounds
Is there
very
an
Native
idea of
American.
like what it actually means, or is like
It means the translation for Pukwudgie is little wild man of the woods that vanishes.
Are we sure this
Wow.
isn't just a midget?
It might be. It might be just a midget that's into acupuncture very easily. But
Oh god.
Oh goodness.
oh no.
Oh no. Alrighty, Edge, you're up.
Well, okay. This one's more of a well-known one. So have y'all heard of Mothman?
Brother.
Yep,
Mothman. Okay. So, oh
it's
boy.
iconic.
There's one picture.
Look at that epic T-pose.
As we all know, Fallout 76 came out recently, and it's got like a shit ton of cryptids in it. It's like a bad Fallout game, but it's a good cryptid game. But yeah, no, Mothman. So it's this West Virginian legend. The first sighting was on November 12th, 1966. This was all in West Virginia. Most of it takes place around Point Pleasant. First sighting was in Clendenin. There were some people digging a grave, and then they see this man-like figure flying above them in the trees. This is at night, by the way, so they couldn't really make it out.
Oh goodness.
That was the first supposed sighting. 3 days after that, there's some young couples driving in their cars, and they're from. These are people from Point Pleasant. They're in their cars. Their
Don't
headlights
fall out.
illuminate, and its eyes glow red in the headlights of their cars, and then it starts following them. This was around this area. It's called TNT area. Very nice picture, Kiwi. Very nice.
That's him. That is the man of Moth.
The moth, man.
And
Man
so
of Moth.
the second sighting was around this place called the TNT area, it was like this place used to make munitions during World War II. Supposedly there's some toxic waste lying around that area, so more on that later. There were some more sightings following those first 2 sightings for the next couple of days. This one biologist said it could just be a sandhill crane. They're pretty big. One biologist was like, maybe it's just a sandhill crane that has like kind of gone off the migration path. Some other people were like, maybe it's a mutant sandhill crane because of the TNT area. Mothman sightings stopped for a while. And then about a year and a month after the first sighting, December 15th, 1967, this bridge in West Virginia, Point Pleasant, during rush hour traffic, it just collapses.
Yeah, I heard about that.
46 people die. People connected this to Mothman. And Mothman came to warn them that this would happen. Another theory is that Mothman actually caused it to happen. Now let me explain. So this bridge collapsed during rush hour. It's like in the afternoon when people are like coming back from work. The day of the collapse, this woman was driving over the bridge and she felt it shake. And that report was at like 5 p.m. Now, considering the date of the collapse, this would have been at night. So Mothman was definitely on the prowl when the bridge collapsed. The engineers who were analyzing how it collapsed connected the collapse to the failure of a single eye-bar in the bridge's structure. An eye-bar is, as you can see here, it's located near the top of the bridge. Now here's a picture of the Silver Bridge. The eye-bar that collapsed was right there. You see it? It's near the top. Now, Mothman could have perched there and caused it to collapse while rush hour was
So
going
are you
on.
saying it's a very heavy cryptid?
Well, there was a lot of traffic on the bridge, but I'm saying that maybe Mothman caused the bridge to collapse by messing with that one single eye bar. Now, why he would do that, maybe it would be kill all those people, right? But I think it might be a little more than that. You see, about 3 years later, constructed, called the Silver Memorial Bridge, miles south of the original. And this bridge was completed in the year 1969. Yep, you see where I'm going with this, Moz?
Oh, I see.
I think that Mothman just wanted to collapse this bridge so that they would build a memorial for him in the year 1969.
I knew it.
He killed 46 people, but what of it? Don't mess with Mothman. Been forever immortalized in all this pop culture, and he made it to a video game.
Look at this.
Wait, so actually, in
Yeah, it
that
was
picture though, he has like yellow eyes, but doesn't he always have red eyes or something?
Yeah, that's just for the poster. Here's like an in-game
He's
footage.
just doing a pose. Oh.
Is there any like theories that you know about that like says why he has like really red eyes? Because that's like pretty defining feature.
When I was explaining the sightings, I said that the couples in the car said that their car headlights illuminated him and his eyes reflected red. Now, it could just be like a matter of reflection, but glow by themselves, I'm not sure. People can't seem to get their story straight with this.
My memory's a little fuzzy on this, but didn't he also make an appearance in the SpongeBob episode?
What?
I
No,
think
wait,
so.
that was like a
He
superhero
might
thing.
have.
I know, but it was just like his name was still Mothman.
Right, that was like a Mermaid Man thing?
No, I think it was a sleepover episode with SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah, it was a supervillain just called the Moth.
Oh, just the Moth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, based off of the Mothman.
I mean, he's got
Yeah.
the red eyes too.
Probably based off of
He
it.
does. Here's another interesting thing. So Mothman actually there's another cryptid who's really similar, Owlman. The premise for Owlman is that it's like the same thing, a dark silhouette, large wingspan, glowing red eyes, but it's an owl creature.
That's
Oh,
strange.
where's he
Same
found?
thing. Also, this is a bit off topic, but for those of you out there who are really into cryptids, there was this TV show that aired, this cartoon show called Secret Saturdays. Who remembers that?
Yeah, I
remember
remember
that.
watching that.
Where was it though? What channel?
I think it was on Cartoon
Was it
Network.
Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dude, I remember
It's an
watching it on
appearance.
premiere night. It was great.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god, really? Yeah, it's like a great cartoon for cryptid lovers. It's like one of the only good cryptid shows out there. But I digress. That's Mothman in a nutshell. Pretty spooky shit.
Quite spooky indeed, sir. Shall we continue?
Okay, I guess it's my turn.
You're up, gamer.
So this is like in a volcanic lake right in the border of North Korea and China. It's called the Heaven Lake.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So basically, there has been reported of a lake monster since like the early 20th century. And like there has been numerous like witnesses that has claimed of seeing like this lake monster. That some people say it has like a buffalo-looking head. It has like 2-meter long neck. You know, kind of look like a fish-ish creature, but with like long neck and a buffalo head. Some people claim that it's like North Korea's experiments on fish was radiation that created this monster, which
Okay.
I guess it makes sense since no one actually. Yeah, yeah, I guess.
There it is.
Since it's like obviously it's North Korea, no one really know what the fuck is going on in North Korea, and also it's like an isolated volcanic lake that some people say that it's radiated itself. So I guess whatever fish you put in there just start turning into monsters, which it might be true. Yeah, let's see. This is like one very bad picture of it.
Wow, that is a very bad picture. Look at that picture, guys.
Yeah.
Dude, it's totally real.
It's very real.
So-
Look at that. So
It's a
real.
little dot.
Yeah, it's just a little dot,
I wonder if the people who took that photo were like, let's one up the people who took the Loch Ness Monster photo with an even more pathetic photo.
Hey, I mean, like,
Shots fired.
Damn.
I've actually been there in person, and like, it's an interesting place. It's like basically a really high altitude volcanic lake. So,
Gamer, is
I mean,
that you in the picture?
no, it's not. I didn't see any monsters though, but interesting place. Next, I'm done.
On to the next. Go ahead with your cryptid, please.
Okay. This guy. He's my cryptid.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
That is, holy shit, that's
That
the
is
shit of
spooky.
nightmares.
No, right? This guy's
Yo, my heart just skipped a beat.
What is
What is
that?
this? What is this
being?
What do you call this thing?
The being that is known as.
Oh.
Oh.
Now on, I'm going to refer to him as.
The Jackman? Alright,
just
so this
Jackman.
is about the Jackman mystery, okay?
So, here's my little cryptid thing, theory, whatever you call it.
Go
Hugh
ahead.
Jackman, a sleep paralysis demon / parasite that feeds off people's belief in Australia, essentially.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
I've
my
had
god.
sleep paralysis before.
Did
okay.
you see him? Did you see the Jackman?
Did you see Jackman?
No, I saw someone else.
Oh no.
Might
It's
have been
probably
him
the
in disguise.
Jackman.
It
was
might be
probably
the Jackman in
dressing up.
disguise.
Hey, so are the Wolverine films supposed to be like a horror film that we just didn't know was a horror film?
That's a good question.
Ah,
That's a good question. If someone else can jump in and contribute to that.
I
But
think it's
basically,
definitely
my main theory here every time someone says "g'day," he achieves the dreaded crikey carnage state.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what is that? Crikey carnage state?
Please
Yeah,
continue.
basically he'll just go around and start like tearing people apart, eating them, and putting them on a barbie.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Shit.
Whoa.
Jesus.
In the past decade alone, at least 22,000 deaths have been traced to him.
Oh my goodness.
No.
And just to end
Wait,
this off,
so
yes?
you say he's a sleep paralysis demon?
Yeah, totally.
Fair.
How does he
Okay,
have this
so-
power?
Wolverine, if you think about it, Wolverine has, these razor sharp like things on his hand. Is he like real life Freddy Krueger?
Oh my goodness.
Fuck.
That's
Either.
valid.
Not.
Oh my
G'day,
goodness.
crikey. Never, ever, ever eat Vegemite on toast and say g'day at the same time. He might like instantly manifest into wherever you are and just like tear into you.
Oh god.
No.
Good thing I
Yeah,
had neither
okay,
of
throw you on the
those.
barbie.
I had neither bread nor Vegemite, thank goodness.
God, man, I'm terrified of Australia.
I'll never eat toast again.
Australia is actually fucking terrifying. Not that it
Assuming it's
exists.
real.
It's just the concept
The
of
concept.
Australia.
Yeah.
is terrifying.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't even want to be in the same hemisphere. I just like
I guess
I
of
don't know,
all the
I
most
feel like-
dangerous monsters on Australia, the most dangerous one was the Jackman.
Yeah.
man,
Oh,
fucking
These are all
Jackman.
just genetic experiments.
Terrifying.
Oh my goodness.
None of it's real.
See, that's
Whoa.
like
Barbie's on the Barbie, mate.
that's an artist's impression of what happens when you
Of
say
the
g'day while
Jackman
eating
murders.
Vegemite.
That's
Good
terrifying.
Bet
Wow.
you the Jackman took that photo.
It's a real life
Oh, no.
actual photo.
Such beauty is
This is a
unmatched.
warning.
Goodness. Okay, wow. Alrighty then.
Lewis?
Lois? Give
Lois,
us-
enlighten us.
Alright, so my cryptid that I did is called a kraken. And it's basically like a giant octopus thing that like likes ships or like getting on top of ships and stuff. So it basically is a cryptid that's been reported since the late 18th century by lots of sailors and people who like sail a lot like sailors. And
Wow.
Wow.
they also are very prevalent in Norse type like mythology stuff. There's lots of books that have been written about them, like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. It's pretty prevalent. And also you can find it in Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's pretty cool. And then also
Up a picture of the Jackman fighting the Kraken. It's
Oh my
absolutely
goodness.
legendary.
Did
That is
the
quite
Kraken
S tier.
put Vegemite on his toast? Say good
But
night.
so anyway, like basically it's what you see, and then something that is perhaps a fantasy would for it to look something more like this. Zoidberg
My
Oh, no.
from
goodness.
God.
Futurama.
Oh my god, no.
Jesus.
No.
You know, if a boy can dream, but
What- mm.
so yeah, I guess that's the main thing of it. It lives under the sea, obviously, like really deep under the sea, and it likes to mess with people when they're sailing because it thinks it's like a whale or something to eat. Usually,
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Are squids and octopi just like baby
That's-
krakens?
Yes.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
well, krakens eat everything. Like they're just giant, and then like, but a lot of people think that people spotted or thought they saw what was a giant monster, when in reality it was just like a giant squid that grows from like 13 to 15 meters in length. Like some of the very early sailors in history and stuff probably just saw that and were like exaggerating it. It might have actually been a really large squid back in the day. So it's all a mystery, I suppose.
Are squids and octopi just like baby
That's-
krakens?
Interesting.
That's pretty flippin' spooky, Lewis.
That's spooky as frick, brother.
That's my 2 cents.
Thank
Oh,
you for that
Maz?
2 cents. Alrighty, I'm up. So, my spooky cryptid is the,
What was that?
well,
What
sweet
the
fuck. Is that the
What?
who put Vegemite in their toast? Oh no.
No.
I swear to fuck.
Oh no.
I will murder
Give
you.
them another instrument.
Cut that shit out right now. I will kill you, Lois. But later. Anyways, for now,
Lois,
here's the
please
spooky cryptid I got. It's the Jersey Devil.
Ooh.
Please stand on those legs.
Honestly,
Jersey.
he skipped leg
Yo,
day,
don't,
but
don't skip leg day.
His legs
Those
do, bro.
Jersey nightclubs.
Yep. It's a legendary creature said to inhabit the pine barrens of southern New Jersey. It's a, it's a biped with hooves, but there's a bunch of other variations of it. It's got its wings, and it's reported to move quickly and is often emitting a blood-curdling scream.
Ooh.
It just hops around and such. It's freaky as frick.
I'm like
He
a
was
legend
spotted
where
by
he's
a
like
whole
a
family.
he's like a bastard child or something.
Yes, he is.
I can see why.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I have to read the whole goddamn story. I was not prepared for this. Frick. Darn gosh.
I feel you,
Oh
brother.
my.
Oh boy. During the pre-revolutionary period, the Leeds family, who called the Pine Barrens home, soured its relationship with the Quaker majority. The Quakers saw no hurry to give their former fellow religionist an easy time in circles of gossip. His wives all died, as had several children. His son Titan stood accused by Benjamin Franklin of being a ghost, and the family crest had winged dragons on it. So, yeah, it was one of the bastard childs who was forsaken by the Quakers, and then he turned into a devil. The Jersey Devil. And he was spooky and shit.
This thing called Pop Tropica.
Wait, no. No, don't tell me. Get the frick out of here right now.
There's a thing called Cryptid part of it.
No, that's it. I'm pulling up Pop Tropica right now.
It's all true. I
Boys,
played
we're
it.
doing a Pop Tropica gameplay right now.
There's
Oh
one of their
my
islands.
god.
One of their islands is Cryptid Island, and I played it. And they set you up for like the biggest like jump scare ever. Just when you think you're in the clear, the Jersey Devil shows up.
Oh, frick. Terrifying.
Yeah, there it is. There's the jump scare.
Yep. That's the one. That's actually Edge in the corner right there.
I almost shat myself.
That is Edge right there.
that is definitely my avatar.
Nearly
right
shit
there.
himself. Wow.
Slap my face on it. Whatever.
That's pretty freaky, dog. He's a real life animal that looks just like him.
It's gonna be a goat, huh?
Yeah, this is the real life animal that looks just like it.
Oh god.
That is a hammerhead bat.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Guess where it's from? The made up place of Australia.
Oh, of course.
It's a place
Of
that doesn't
course.
exist.
Not real.
Ah.
Place where they breed all the
Now here's
Stuff.
a legendary standoff.
Oh,
Is that Mothman or Owlman?
That is Mothman.
a
Mothman
standoff.
versus the Jersey Devil.
What an epic fight.
Wait, hold on. Is the Mothman T-posing on the Jersey Devil?
Oh goodness, he's already lost.
Hurting his
He's already
dominance.
lost.
Damn.
Mothman's the supreme in the cryptid world.
Yeah,
Clearly.
he's the ultimate one.
Man. Well,
Guys.
is that all for the Jersey Devil segment?
Hold on, wait. I have my vague image I can show that's proof. Here's my
Oh.
fake image proof of it.
Oh god.
Well, damn.
Damn, that looks like a pinata, man. But who am I to judge?
That's definitely real. Anyways, off to you, pimp, with your cryptid.
Alright, hold on. I need to get off Waifu Warriors for a second.
Of course you do. Ladies and gentlemen who are listening to the podcast right now, we
Alright, there we
currently
go,
have
Boy,
Pimp is
No.
played by
Problem.
playing Waifu
Listen.
Warriors, i.e.
Listen, I got a really nice waifu.
Sure, anyways, he's playing Waifu Warriors,
Sure,
otherwise
Waifu
known as
Cryptid.
some sort of, I don't know,
Okay, so my
Fire
cryptid
Emblem game.
is the Chupacabra.
A classic.
Ah, yes. And it is a legend in all of Latin America. It's basically a goat sucker. That's what its name is. Chupa means to suck, and cabra is goat.
Wait, I don't mean to interrupt you here, but wasn't the Chupacabra in a Scooby-Doo movie?
Oh, hell yeah. You know
Yeah,
it, Ron.
you know
I
it.
do
yeah.
know that,
I had
actually.
movie on VHS back home. It was great. Anyway, so like, not a lot of people know how this Chupacabra looks, but here's like an artist's rendition on it. It's kind of creepy when you look at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like an alien dog.
Yeah, and like it's known for killing goats, like just sucking the blood out of them like a vampire. But
I
can
mean,
also
this
kill.
thing-
It also kill pets.
This damn thing sucks off goats.
Like,
Oh,
oof,
And also
whoa.
dogs, like your
Whoa, whoa,
pets.
whoa.
it sucks
Your
their
pet is
blood,
outside.
Lois. Sucks their blood, not their dicks.
Damn, I was
Come on,
concerned.
Lois, get your head out your ass.
So is that like a
Goats get
dead one?
kinky.
Yeah, it's a dead dog. Like after all the blood has been sucking out.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, it does this to your pets, and like, it's kind of strange because there have also been sightings of this all the way up in Maine,
Oh,
which is very weird, and also
Hmm.
down to Chile.
Chile.
Yeah, Chile.
Huh.
Oh,
Wouldn't it make sense for a chupacabra to have wings because it's always like vanishing?
well, it's only out there in the night. I don't know where exactly it lives. It probably just buries itself in the ground.
Okay.
So yeah, it doesn't really have wings. But it was first sighted in 1995 in Puerto Rico.
Didn't it like supposedly move from Puerto Rico to the southern USA?
Yeah, like there are some sightings in like southern USA, also in Mexico.
Mm.
So
It
it's
could
like
be like living in our country.
it could be, but not like where we are.
Is that what the wall is about? Keeping out the freaking chupacabra?
I knew it.
Maybe.
Sense.
Anyways, most importantly, guys, I'm in Pop Tropical right now, and I am at the cryptids level. It's pretty spooky so far.
Right now?
Right now.
Playing that right now?
I'm actually playing it right now. I'm on
You
the
actually?
cryptids
Oh my
level.
god.
I shit you not.
Jeez.
It was that easy. You don't even need an email to get in.
It's been too long since I played that game.
Damn, this
Yeah,
is
I
spooky as
played a lot of
frick.
the islands.
You can do flips in this game. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Know about that stuff, but I always was more of a Club Penguin boy myself.
Oh, too soon, man. Too soon.
And
That one
just to
hit the...
think back to those
An
good
actual
old
man of
times.
culture, huh?
Didn't Club Penguin get like closed down a couple
Too
years ago?
soon, Big.
Yeah, we don't
Too
talk
soon.
about that.
Pop Tropica's still here for us, though. Pop Tropica remembers the tragedy.
A moment of silence for Club Penguin, please. A moment of silence, and please stand up and T-pose, if you would.
Doing it.
All
I will
right.
do it.
Of course.
Yep.
Wow, that was epic, guys. I'm glad we could have done that in Club Penguin's memory.
For sure.
Oh. Okay. Are we moving on in terms of cryptids?
Yeah, I'm done with mine.
Alrighty. Prime, let us in on your cryptid.
Okay, so my cryptid is the Ahul. So
On his
the
head.
Ahul is like this giant bat that lives in the deepest parts of the jungles of Java, which is an island in Indonesia. It was first discovered in the 1920s by explorers. The Ahul is known for carrying off people's livestock and also occasionally carrying off people as well.
Oh lord.
Believed to be responsible for some disappearances of scientists within the local caves. It has a long snout, red eyes, and large fangs. Contrast to most bats, which have like papery wings. It's a lot more powerful and can carry off like horses or cattle.
Damn.
Lord.
Glad I know this, because I've never known a bat cryptid until now.
Any other information, Prime?
Allegedly, female Ahuls are very social, but the males live on their own and roam
course.
around, consuming large amounts of flesh. Apparently, they will upside down stalk their prey in the woods. So,
Just
like
like
a normal
humans.
bat, they'll hang upside down from trees and then drop down upon their prey because they're so big that they would be noticeable if they were to like just be flying around overhead.
Is there like an entire biology page on this?
My goodness.
The Ahul kills its prey by snapping the neck of its victims, or by delivering a bite to the spine.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty neato completo.
Well, heck.
How's your Pop
Kevin,
Tropica gameplay going, Moz?
I got bored. It was too difficult for me.
Classic.
It was difficulty 3 and I'm only just starting out and it wouldn't let me play it, so I quit the game. It got a solid 1 out of 10, would not to play again.
Fair, fair.
I couldn't play the
Guys.
cryptids level immediately, so it's a 1 out of 10.
Kiwi?
Yeah, I got another cryptid. You guys want to see it?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Oh, dear God.
What now?
What now? We wait for the sweet
Guys.
release of death.
Can't wait.
It has been
that
a
Moz.
heck of a trip, guys. It's been a nice road to weave down with you guys. And, yeah, no, it's been a real trip. It's been real epic. Let's get some sign-offs from the boys. From the top.
This has been Bitch, and if you eat Cool Ranch Doritos, you're not cool.
This is Edge. We're safe, guys.
Okay, thank goodness.
This is Gamer. Beware of NASA, okay? I don't want you to be kidnapped and sent through a wormhole to, like, procreate with aliens on Mars.
I don't know, it seems kind of tempting.
This is Kiwi, and if you eat nacho cheese Doritos, you're cheesy. I'm sorry.
This is Lois, and if you see any lizard people strolling around, you better hightail it out of there.
Alrighty then. This is Moz. For the last goddamn time, birds are not fucking real. Don't believe what the government's telling you. Okay? They're not. They're not real.
This is Pimp, and thoughts like to suck, 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 or chupa, chupa, chupa.
Don't we all?
This is Prime, and